Hey YouTube fans, people of the interwebs, it's me, Sam of SG1, back for another Captain's Log and a video response. Basically, it's my 100th video. I was going to do a mega review. I kind of have one planned, but I decided to do an update video instead because, well, firstly, I now got a job. Woohoo! Start on Monday. Whee! So none of this complaining that I can't afford stuff. I can buy shit I need now, like a new laptop and a new computer and a new telly and things. But seriously though, it's great to get a job. I feel fucking, a million times better. It's great. Plus there's a girl who kind of likes me, and she's been texting me incessantly for the last month, which is cool. Not met her yet because she's been busy and going away and stuff, but like I said, she keeps texting me incessantly at the moment. Just hope that one doesn't backfire. So, the meat and veg of this particular video is basically a video response to Professor Moriarty X. There'll be a link somewhere around. Basically, about Hasbro and the lack of interest in the UK. Now, I did a similar video to this back in 2010, so 2 years ago, and Hasbro are still pulling this shit out. I did my initial video back in 2010. If you scroll down my page, you'll find it. And it's called Hasbro Screws the UK. So this is like a redux of that video, to be honest. Basically, back in 2010, I did a video. It was a couple of weeks after Auto Assembly of that year, and to the news of we're not getting the rest of the Generations. Now, Generations have been out for one wave. I think the second wave came out, but it was round about, I think it was just about then, right? So we got 2 waves out of it, and then they went, oh, you're not having any more. I was like, oh, great, have some Stealth Force instead. This is the whole video. And so now, 2 years later, and Hasbro are still doing the same thing. Now, don't they like money? Or don't they like pounds? Is that what it is? Because they don't seem to think that the UK is a valuable market. Now, I happen to know a lot of Transformers fans that will spend vast amounts of money on buying these figures. Some fans I know buy everything. Me at the moment, I'm not interested in Prime. I'm only interested in Generations, G1, Beast Wars, and Animated. That's it. I've sold all my Unicron Trilogy stuff, all my movie stuff, which was not many anyway. But that's all. Masterpieces. That's all I'm keeping. I'm collecting Masterpieces as well because Soundwave's coming out. But I'll be getting the fucking Takara version. But anyway, like I said, there are fans that I know will go out and buy everything. They'll go and buy Prime, they'll go buy whatever the variation it is out this week, that kind of thing. But it's like me, who's just more of a selective fan who likes to buy something that's more either G1-y or cool, right? Don't get me wrong, I will buy, if there's a figure that I find cool, I will go buy it regardless of what line it is. But the other side of the coin is, the marketing strategy is shocking. It is absolutely shocking. The fact that, like I said earlier, that we in the UK don't seem to be a valuable market. Yeah? Now, why not? Why is this? Right? We're it's not as if we're like fucking one of these, poor African countries. We have money, we wish to spend it, and we wish to spend it on stuff that they're producing. I've got to stop saying it's like a comfort thing, I think. Right. Prime example of this is the Generations Fall of Cybertron line is now an exclusive to Toys R Us. The whole line is an exclusive. Not say Shockwave or just one character. It's the whole line, so I've got to go there, out my way to go get those figures. Or the alternative is, go and import them. Now a lot of you American fans will be going, we'll just import them. Well, it's not that simple, right? See, this guy, Soundwave here, Prime Soundwave. Probably the only Prime figure I'm ever going to buy, because it's Soundwave, and you all know I'm broken in that way. I need to own all the other Soundwaves. Basically then, the plastic is substandard, for one thing. It feels solid, but it also feels cheap. It's kind of like one of the very rare occasions where you find a really good figure at Poundland. It feels like one of those. Now, like I said, this figure cost me 12 quid. Or 13 quid, I think it was, right? Back in, when did I buy this bad boy? Would have been April, I think, something like that. When the UK started to sell them before anywhere else. Yeah, it's 12 quid. Now, if I'd have waited, or if I bought this online, right, if I'd have waited and, say, for example, I couldn't find him anywhere, and I really wanted him, and I'm forced to go online, right, I can go to UK sellers, and pay 12 quid, but I'm also paying postage. Now, if I want to play, now say, for example, I went on the UK sellers, and I had to forcibly go on BBTS. So I wanted it badly enough. I had to go on BBTS, right? Not only would I have to pay their prices, I would also have to pay shipping, and I would have to pay sometimes import tax. I could have been stung with import tax. Right? It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not good business practices. And like I said, the only thing now that stops me buying Transformers is my attitude is, well, I'll just wait till auto assembly and get what I want there. And usually that's what happens. Then I don't have to pay any postage. I can buy the figures I want for the prices, for a little bit cheaper than retail in some cases. Depends what I'm looking for. But I don't want to be. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's why I go to auto assembly. After meeting all my mates and having a few drinks and that. That's like the fifth or sixth thing on the list. The reason why I go. But yeah, it's really bad practice. It really is. It's not fair on us UK fans. And when we have money, we wish to spend it on Transformers. But like I say, Hasbro UK Hasbro themselves just don't give a fuck. They really don't give a fuck. And the figures that we do get, it's just Bumblebee. And I'm sick to death of seeing that yellow fucking non-speaking bastard everywhere I go. Right? And it's not just like the same Bumblebee. There's what, 5 or 6 Bumblebees. I don't like, the only Bumblebees I do like is G1 and animated, because they're cool, right? And I've never fucking seen a G1, I've never seen a fucking animated Bumblebee in the fucking shop, right? Anyway, see, this is the thing as well. The marketing for every property that they own, right? Apart from Star Wars, because Star Wars is Star Wars. This is the thing as well. I keep, just every time I think of something, I think of something else. Right? I'm going to stop doing that. One thing that annoys me about Hasbro is that they seem to cater for the Star Wars fans, right? And to a lesser degree the G.I. Joe fans. Now I'll say Star Wars because they have recently, in recent years, I think the last 2 or 3 years, been bringing out vintage style packaging. Now it's just the black sheet with the picture and the figure in a small blister pack with no twist ties, none of that shit. Just straight on a thing, right? Straight on a card, which were out back in the late 70s, early 80s, right? I remember them being as a kid, and they've even got the Kenner logo on them, right? The new figures, the newly designed figures, but that's what they look like. They even do Clone Wars era figures in that style. They've done vehicles, the AT-AT, TIE Fighter, I think the X-Wing now as well, right? In vintage style packaging. Those are for the fanboys, right? Those are for us who have the money to spend on those figures, because it reminds us of being a kid. G.I. Joe fans have the same thing. G.I. Joe, the 25th anniversary line, I think the 30th anniversary line now as well, have vintage style packaging. Similar thing. Just a card, it's just on a blister, and the figure's inside, and it sort of rattles around because there's no twist ties. Transformers fans, right, don't have that. right? They have just normal standard packaging, which Generations is not too bad, but wouldn't you like to have a Generations figure in a G1 style package? That's just my G1-ness coming out, right? My G1er coming out. Yes, I am a G1er, you know. If you don't like it, fuck off. If it wasn't for G1, wouldn't have anything else, but anyway, I'm not getting into that argument now. So basically, yeah, the marketing strategy for Transformers is just shocking. If there isn't a movie out, they don't seem to care. Because I've not seen anywhere advertising Prime. Although I was watching Young Justice today on Cartoon Network, and they did have a advertisement for the weaponizer figures, the ones that have the Prime, the guns pop out. So that's something, but not what we want, you know, not the figures that we want. And I don't want to hear Hasbro telling us this shit of, well, retailers don't want these figures. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit. Retailers like money, so they'll get anything that's going to sell, you know. And we as fanboys have money to spend on stuff like that. We do. We want this. We want those figures. Hasbro, shut up, take our money, right? Give us the figures what we want. Give us everything, you know. Alright, you can have exclusives. I'm not saying you shouldn't have them. But just, not, why does America just have everything? First edition figures, Prime. Again, a line I'm not interested in, but they're released in America, then they're released in Canada, then you stop releasing them completely. So, scalpers went through all the stores they could, whacked them up on eBay with trumped up prices, and, you know, people who wanted them bought them for those trumped up prices. It's fucking bullshit. It really is. It's something that needs rectifying immediately. Now, I'm the third person that I know of that's done these videos. I mean, there's probably millions more that have, right? And if, you know, I've spent a lot of money on Transformers over the years. Granted, a lot of them were Japanese only ones, you know, some of the Encore figures. Again, where are our Encore figures in the UK? You know, where are our reissues? I think the last reissue that was released was this, you know, was this Prime, which is the Cartoon Correct Colours Prime. Which is like the 5th version of that mould I own. It's going to go on there without it falling off. Shit. Great, that's that broke. Come on, Hasbro, meet us halfway, yeah. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even going to get onto the Blu-ray fucking shit either, about Avengers. Alright, I will do, fuck it. Avengers, in America, in America, was called, just simply, Marvel's The Avengers, right? Which is great. The UK, when it came out here, was called Marvel's Avengers Assemble. Now, the reason for this is because we in the 60s, it was sort of our answer to the 60s Batman, had a show called The Avengers, which was nothing to do with the Marvel Comics whatsoever. The only similarity was the name. And it was kind of a spy thing, it was kind of tongue-in-cheek, and it had a character called Emma Peel and a character called John Steed. And they were kind of sort of secret agents, but kind of in that 60s Batman style. And they brought out a film, I think it was 2002, I think, with Uma Thurman and Ralph Fiennes. Or Ray Fiennes, whatever he wants to call himself this week. And the theory behind it is, people might get confused that they go see the Avengers and it isn't John Steed, you know. Now apparently it's to do with copyright, but I think the latter answer is the most likely. The first answer is the most likely, sorry. That people might get confused and seeing the wrong film. And so, as a result then, we're now getting vanilla DVDs and Blu-rays, right? Now, if you're not interested in the extras and things like that, fine. That's your own business. But me, when I pay £20 for a DVD, I want another disc full of extras. And when I buy a Blu-ray, when I pay £25 or £30 for it, I want fucking, you know, 16, 20 hours of footage and, you know, deleted scenes and commentaries and all that business, right? Now, Sainsbury's, a local, UK-based supermarket chain, fucking Sainsbury's, have got the Blu-ray special edition of Avengers Assemble. I refuse to call it that. The Avengers, with a second disc, loaded with extras. Now, fucking a supermarket chain. Now, HMV should have had that release, or fucking, you know, Amazon, or, you know, Play.com. Something like that would make me go, oh, I'm going to go in there and buy something, you know, and I'm going to get a decent DVD. But no, I've got to go to a fucking supermarket and buy a DVD. Now, if you're buying DVDs at supermarkets, they're usually the DVDs that, when in Morrison's, which I go shopping in there, in Morrison's, they don't have a DVD counter. They have, at the front of every alternating till, there's like, where they put the impulse purchases and the DVDs, and they usually range from about £3 to £10. And they're just like the bog standard movie and a few kids movies and things like that. Then at the back they have a basket full of £3 DVDs. Stuff, you know, just like the basic movie, and just, oh well, I'll get that for £3, you know. But yeah, they shouldn't be supermarket chains shouldn't be getting fucking exclusive DVDs. I mean, it's all about getting you into the store. When I go buy a DVD, that's all I'm buying is a DVD. I'm not going to go, while I'm here, I'll get fucking shopping in, which is the fucking draw for this. Right? And I don't, and it's fucking wrong, it really is, you know. You know, a few years ago, when they released Star Wars trilogy, the original 3 movies, before George Lucas fucked with them, although he did fuck with them and he put Agent Christensen in, right? Everywhere the covers were silver, but HMV's exclusive edition was gold, and I thought, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go there and get the gold one because I think it looks nicer. You know, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to be going to fucking supermarket and buying a fucking, you know, an exclusive fucking thing. If they was giving me away something free, like a t-shirt or a figure or something like that, then yeah, fine, that's fine. But yeah, I'm really fucking ranting about this. But as I was saying earlier, Hasbro, get your fucking shit together, right? Whoever's in charge of your marketing department wants shooting, right? Wants fucking firing and replacing with somebody like, I don't know, me. Because I know what the UK fans want. I know how much UK fans spend on Transformers, because I'm one of them, you know. I spend a lot of money on Transformers, and it's just a shame that we've got the figures that we want to buy, we have to send off for, and it's not right. You know, I don't mind doing it occasionally, the odd one here and there, great. You know, have an exclusive Target one, and have this, that and the other, but offer them to the UK as well, yeah? Give us the chance to own these figures, you know. It's just not fair, it really isn't. And like I said, we want to spend money on these things. You know, we want to spend money. We want you to have our money. You know, because we want these things, and you're just not providing it. So most of us either, you know, get them by buying them off BBTS, or wait into auto assembly, which is what I do. So anyway, I've ranted on a bit too much about this thing, but yeah, Hasbro, please, for the love of fucking God, sort yourself out. I mean, you're not going to fucking listen to me, personally, but just somebody from Hasbro who actually fucking, you know, happens to see this video, or Darkness Jamie's video, or Professor Moriarty's video. If you just happen to see it and just think, well, fucking hell, there's a lot of fans complaining about, you know, not getting the figures that they want. Maybe we should look into it. Well, look into it. Give us a fucking chance. Give us fucking figures that aren't fucking 50 different versions of Bumblebee that you can only buy everywhere. You know, and I don't want that. I want figures that I want to buy. I want to go into anywhere, you know, the Entertainer, Toys R Us, and just go, oh, I want these 3 figures. Or I want Bruticus, for example. I want all those Bruticus figures. But I've got a funny feeling, my fucking spider sense is tingling, and it's telling me that we in the UK are not going to get one of the figures. I don't know what it is, I can just sense it. Or we will get it, but it'll be in really less quantities. Instead of doing the packs, you know, boxes of, you know, follow Cybertron figures, instead of doing boxes of 10 with all 5 Batcons in, and then 2 Shockwaves, 2 Primes, 2 Bumblebees or whatever, right? No, we're gonna get like 50,000 fucking right arms, 50,000 left arms, 1 left leg, you know, and that kind of thing, and that's really gonna be pissing me off. So, anyway, I've said my piece, that's all I'm going to say on the subject, but basically, Hasbro, get your shit together, offer us the figures that we want to buy, and you can gladly have my money, but just sort yourselves out, yeah? Anyway, that's the rant over. I've just fucking gone all over the place, said you know about 50 billion times, so there it is. I will do a video tomorrow, because I start work on Monday. Woo! Yes, I don't have a lot of time to do it, so I'm gonna sit down, really think about what I'm gonna review, and I'll get it on and review it. And that's the phone ringing, so I'll catch you all later. Bye for now.